The war on men involves Kafka traps. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look at this. Rolling Stone, men who abstain from porn are dangerous alt-righters, right? Now, this is what we're used to getting, right? Where are we here? 10 reasons not to be cool with your partner watching porn. 10 reasons why you should quit watching porn, GQ. So this is what we've been getting, right? And now the opposite has come along because it doesn't matter what you do as a man. It will always be bad. That's why men have to recognize there's a war against us, right? So, on one hand, guys who watch porn, they're violent against women, they're misogynist, they hate women just because they're getting gratification, right? And I got to think of the other one here. Oh, yes. And you're a weak man who's got an addiction, right? Then they turn around and say, well, if you don't watch porn, well, you're one of these alt-right guys, right? Now, how can you win with that? You can't because you are the object of a hate movement. It doesn't matter what you do. There's nothing a Jewish man or a black man can do to become friends with the KKK members because they hate them. Do you understand that? Society has declared war on us openly, right? It's all out there. And then I'll take a look at this video from the angry guy where he talks about it, right? So we'll get into the article itself because Angry Man reads the article, but he does such a, sorry, Angry Man, a terrible job. I trip over my own words all the time. I feel for you, but you're even worse than me. So I'll read it here. Now, Rolling Stone, men who abstain from porn are dangerous alt-righters, right? Because they do see it. They are, I don't know about alt-righters, but they are tradcons. They are traditional conservatives, right? Let's see. A snippet from the Rolling Stone, right? To read the Rolling Stone, you'd think these people are providing valuable public service, right? A clinical psychologist and sex therapist who has partnered with uh, a pornographic cam website, Strip Chat, to spread the word about sexual health. Right now, it's healthy. When guys actually go around and say, no, not November, and they feel good about it, that's why these articles get written. It's not so much that they're doing the right thing, it's that they feel good about themselves, guys. These these all they're not really alt-righters. These tradcons, which some may actually be alt-right, but they're basically tradcons. They're right-wingers. These right-wingers are against men. But the point is, because they're doing something that makes them feel good as a man, that's why they're against them. Remember, this is 1984 with the boot stomping on the face eternally. That's what's going on here, right? Now, but if the producers and consumers of pornography are clearly dedicated to spread sweetness and light in the world, what kind of monsters would oppose them? According to Dickinson, the enemy is anyone currently participating in No Not November, a viral internet challenge that encourages men to go 30 days without watching porn or masturbating. These two things, these two activities, I should say, have been bashed by society for at least 10 years, if not 20. Hardcore recently, right? Now we're getting the opposite, right? Because they see a positive swing to the opposite side, right? Dickinson lets us know in no uncertain terms that those who dare abstain from porn have embraced the ideology, of the far right, anti-Semitism, homophobia, racism, and misogyny. All feminist terms, right? So now you understand it. But there is a kind of guy who goes for this shit, and it's not me. Because I'm for freedom, not these guys. Now, here's this disgusting Renaissance, right? What's the name of this? Nothing, American Renaissance. Nothing says Renaissance better than traditional conservatism. That's really new. Anyway, strong men just means slave. Weak men means free. I want you to understand that. Self-control makes strong men. In other words, self-control makes for a better slave. Self-indulgent makes weak men. In other words, men are free, right? Men make good citizens. In other words, slaves make better slaves. That's what they mean by good citizen, too. Weak men make good slaves. No, weak men are free. Free men are free, right? Strong men are capable of doing harm. Weak men are incapable of doing anything else. So even the good men, even the good slaves, still have that potential to do harm. So we got to watch these guys. But these free men, they're the ones we got to look after, right? So this is what the American Renaissance hopes for men. Anyway, Angry Man, we'll hear a little bit about what he has to say.
And if you actually go to YouTube and you look at some things, like you can basically look up, you can look up things related to this. You'll see Jordan Peterson explains the dangerous effects of porn. All right. Here's another video: the effects of porn on your brain. Here's another video from a doctor: how to cure porn addiction. Doctor explains.
Yeah, so Angry Man is one of these trad cons. That's what he actually is. For all I know, he could be an alt-righter, but that's not guaranteed. He's a trad con. And he's very anti-male, right? Because he pushes this anti-male, don't relieve yourself. Suffer with by abstaining, which gets you nothing but blue balls. Sorry, angry guy, I got to call you out on this, right? Because one thing about this is when I was looking at this, let's see. Things that came up is, are men or women more likely to enjoy aggression in porn? And they find out it's women. Does porn use lead to sexual violence? None have been able to conclusively show that porn leads to sexual violence. So when you look at all these articles that are truthful, Angry Man, they don't support what these lunatics are saying, right? And they're not supporting what these assholes are saying either. The neutral ones just say, people enjoy porn, it's an outlet. That's all they're saying. So both the right and the left are bad for, for, for the well-being of men. The left and right are opposite sides of the same coin. That's why we have to ditch the dichotomy, the left-right dichotomy. They're both our enemies. Because there's our friends. Apparently, women are more turned on by violent porn than men. See, there's our allies, the ones who say the truth that will, guess what, set us free. Thank you, everyone.